Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video, as you can tell by the title, I'm going to be talking about Love Island. As most of you, that's probably how you know me or found my channel, or yeah. So I know that Love Island Season 2 is in the process of casting. You can actually apply for that right now, which is very exciting. Means the first one with my big head in it actually did really well. So I just thought I would give you guys some tips on the whole process. I'm having lots of people message me at the moment with, you know, they're up to sending a video in, or they're filling in the application form and stuff, and just I know how overwhelming it can be, because when I went through the whole process, I remember trying to find things online with just like tips or how to do things, because you're literally like, oh my god, what am I getting myself in for? How do I do this? And I remember I saw a video on YouTube. Montana's got one up from the UK series on how to nail your Love Island audition, and I remember watching that religiously, just going, okay, yeah, just taking in as much advice as I could, because I didn't know anyone else around me who had been on a reality show. Love Island was this was the first one in Australia, so there's no one I could just like DM and ask for tips or, you know, stalk on Instagram. So I thought that this might be a good video just to answer some of your guys' questions, and let you know a little bit about what the process is like. So lots of people, I know for season 1, a few people were scouted. I applied in February last year. Yeah, and I just like applied online, and then I think within like that week or something, I got told to send through a video. Then from the video I received a phone call saying through the next step, and the next step was going to an actual audition in Brisbane, because they were doing a tour around Australia and meeting people everywhere. Yeah, and I went to a Brisbane audition where you meet with like producers and yeah, anyway, I'll start from the filling in my application. So I filled in my application, and that wasn't kind of too much, and then if they like, I think you send in like photos or something, and then you have to send through a video. And I remember being like, oh, okay, I gotta send through a video, and I wish I still had the video, my first application video, but I cannot find it for the life of me. But my main tip, if you're through to the process of sending through a video to the casting directors or whatever for Love Island or a reality show, is that one, you wanna look glam. Like, you wanna look, think about it's your birthday, like it's your birthday night, it's your party, you're getting like full glam, you wanna look amazing. And secondly, maybe if you're not used to a camera, they really want to see that you're confident in front of a camera, and it is just you and a camera, so you want to be like killing it, you want to be totally yourself. So I recommend like really practicing, maybe getting a friend or your mum or someone to like film you a few times so you're used to something else asking the questions. And then when you're feeling confident and ready, just totally be yourself. Pretend like you're talking with your best friend and just go for it. You don't want to pretend to be someone else or be a character, or they're going to be able to see straight through it. You really just want to be yourself. Have a laugh with it, and yeah, like, I know that I was just 100% myself. I wasn't over the top. I wasn't trying to be someone that I wasn't. I am more of like a reserved person. I'm not like a huge party animal. I'm not an in-your-face type of personality. I am really confident in front of cameras because I've been doing YouTube and I've done camera work before I applied for this, so I was really confident in front of the camera, and I think that really showed. But yeah, I was just totally myself, which is a little bit of a weirdo, a little bit goofy, a little bit reserved at times, and I was just honest as to why I was going on there. I was just blatantly honest about everything. And yeah, I think they love that. If you're just going in and you're 100% honest, they'll just, yeah, they'll love you. So that's my tips for the video, is just be super glam, look really good, have really good lighting. Like, this is literally how I film my video, with this backdrop and my ring light and my camera glammed up like this, a nice kind of top on, and I just fully went for it, answered the questions that they asked me to answer with a little bit of humor, with just my personality. Yeah, and that's my tips for that. Don't overthink it too much, just kind of whatever comes naturally to you, spit that out. That was my kind of, that's how I went with that. And then if you get past the video process and you actually have an audition to meet with the people, yeah, my recommendation for that too is to fully dress up. I've actually got a picture on my Instagram of what I wore to the audition. I got a photo that day because I looked really good. So I'll insert that here of what I looked like at the actual audition where I met the people from Love Island. You know, I had a tan, I had my hair and makeup done. I looked really, really good. My parents drove me up. I was like practicing in the car, like just getting comfortable of like what I was gonna say. Yeah, and just trying to like really relax myself, get zen. And then I remember on the day you get there, you see other girls arriving, and if I'm being honest, you want to look excited from the moment you walk in there. You want to be happy, positive, a smile on your face. So many girls were walking in and thinking like, oh, the people at the front door aren't like, they don't matter, it's like the people in the room. So they were just, you know, not even smiling or looking really nervous. Or I'm telling you now, like when you go to auditions, the people on the door, like everyone that you talk to that day, they all have a say to it. They all are watching you. So you just want to be like really confident, really excited, really enthusiastic from the moment you walk in there, and really lovely to everyone. Yeah, you meet there was like a girl and a guy on the door that signed you in. I did that. Then you sit for a little bit, and then you go into a first room, and then the lady in the first room kind of spoke over questions with me and why I wanted to be here, and like just gauging my personality. Then if she thought that was a yes and she thought I had potential, she sent me back out. I got told to wait again, and then I went forward to another room. I did see girls that were there who didn't make it through the first round and got sent out straight away. So you really just want to be like on it, like from the moment that you get there. Don't overstress it, and don't try and play a character or be someone else that you're not, because they will see straight through that. You are filming 24/7 when you're on this show. So if you go in there trying to pretend to be someone else, oh my lord, you must be the best actor in the world, because you will not be able to keep it up for that amount of time. You'll literally be on record 24/7, 7 days a week for however long you were there. It can be up to like 7 weeks. So yeah, you really just want to be yourself. If you've gotten through that process, they obviously are liking what they're seeing. So you really just want to be like, cool, if I get this, I get this, and it was meant to be. And if not, well then it wasn't meant to be, and maybe next year. But yeah, you just want to put your best foot forward, be really confident. You don't just want to walk in and be like, I'm a fun person. You want to tell them why you're a fun person. Think of funny stories that you have, funny experiences when they talk about ex-relationships, or especially, you know, love and all of that. You want to be so open with it to everyone, because that's what the show's about. You have to talk about your feelings non-stop. So if they ask you a question, don't just give like a simple reply. You really want to like open up to these people and show them that you are willing and like wanting to find love, or you are really confident in front of the camera to talk about that, because that's what the show is about. So if they're finding you a little bit like, oh yeah, about those kind of questions, they probably aren't going to be that excited to put you forward. What else can I tell you? So yeah, I did that whole day. Everything went really great. I did like another interview to camera, and that went really well. And then I had to get photos with no makeup on, and I think in swimmers, and I did that. And then I waited a while, and then I finally got an interview saying that they really liked me from the audition day, and I needed to answer heaps of questionnaires. And that was like, oh my god, it was driving me insane. I'm like, just tell me yes. So I got all these questionnaires, and I had to fill in all these questions about literally my whole life, every relationship, everything. Just, it was crazy. And just really try not to overthink that if you're going through that and answering all the questions. Just be yourself, whatever comes to your mind, be really honest. Did all of that. And then I think it was like April, when I was at Coachella in April, I got the email saying that I was part of the cast and I was going to be a bombshell, which is like a late arrival. I come in and surprise the villa. If you watch the show, you remember me just walking on in and surprising everyone, which was awesome. But at the same time, when you're a bombshell, you have to be ready to leave within like 24 hours. So I never knew when I was going to go on. I pretty much got a call, and then it was like a day and a half later I was on a flight and off I was going to Love Island. Yeah, so it's a pretty crazy experience. It's one of my best experiences. It was also one of my hardest experiences that I've ever had to do. just in the fact that it looks amazing all on TV, and I'm just going to be honest with you, you do have to be mentally prepared for something like this. It is not easy. I'm telling you now that every single one of us in the villa had a day where we had a breakdown and tried to get out of there, just because you don't have a phone on you, you cannot contact any of your friends, your family while you were there. So, you know, I speak to my mum and my friends literally every day, and you're in this like tough emotional environment where you cannot speak to your mum about anything, your friends about anything. You have to speak to these new people that you've literally just met about it all, and they have to try and make you feel better, which, you know, they do, and you get over it, but you just can get super homesick. You have a lot of time on your hands, so it can get a little bit boring and just like mentally challenging because you don't have, you know, your usual distractions or your usual routine. You're in this complete new crazy environment surrounded by cameras, new people. It's kind of like you're just chucked into like a blender, like it's a really hot emotional environment. Your emotions are heightened. So yeah, I'm just trying to prepare you. If you don't feel like that you could do that or be that kind of person in that environment, then it isn't for you. Yeah, I would only recommend it to people who are like mentally strong and are okay with being away from home, and being really comfortable with new people and meeting new people and talking about your feelings non-stop and going to bed really late and not knowing what the time is, and yeah, just out of a new routine. It is really out of your comfort zone, and I'm not really good at being out of my comfort zone, but I'm so glad that I did that experience. Like, I feel like it made me grow as a person insanely, being that out of my comfort zone for that amount of time. I think I was away for a total of like 6 weeks or something, and it literally felt like I was away from home for like 6 months. That's how crazy time goes in that environment. So I remember coming home was just like this emotional, like, big reunion because you haven't spoken to them in so long, which is so weird if you're so used to speaking to your friends and family every day. Yeah, but if you are looking at going on season 2, or you are looking at applying, good luck. It's seriously going to be one of the most exciting, crazy experiences of your life. Not many people can say that they've done something like that. Yeah, it is pretty crazy. Just be prepared. Be mentally prepared. They do prepare you. They do talk about things and see if you are up for something like this, because it's not as easy as you think. Yeah, it can be a huge test on yourself and your confidence, and especially coming back from something like that and just being handed your phone back at the end of 6 weeks, and you know, you went from having no followers and no one knowing who you are to all of a sudden you've got over 100,000 followers on Instagram, and you're walking down the street and everyone knows who you are. And I like to go to the supermarkets looking like an absolute bum, so you need to be prepared for that in a way too. Yeah, it can be a huge life change, and it literally has been a huge life change for me. I went from having like a full-time job to then coming out to kind of being my own boss and doing my own things, and it can be this great opportunity for you. Not everyone's going on there to find love. Heaps of people are going on there just to, you know, for clout, for the followers, and you can't lie, every single one of us had that in the back of our minds too. And if you do find love, then that is amazing as well, because at the end of the day, who doesn't want to find love? But yeah, I hope that that answered some of your questions. If you have any other questions, feel free to DM me or comment down below with anything else, and I will answer and help you out, because I know how overwhelming the whole process can be. But I'm so excited for you, and if you are thinking about applying, or you are at a different, you know, process, and you are gonna go to an audition or sending in a video, just remember, look glam, be yourself, put your best foot forward, have fun with it. Literally pretend like every single person that you're talking to with the whole process is your absolute best friend, someone that you can be 110% yourself with. That would be my #1 advice. But yeah, good luck to you all. I love you all, and if you have any questions, seriously, feel free to ask me, because I wish that there was someone I could have asked those questions to when I was going through the whole process with it. But yeah, like I said, applications are open for season 2, so if you think you're game and it's something you really are interested in, then go for it. You only live once. Do something crazy with your life. I know that that's what I did. I was like, YOLO, honestly. Why not? I'm gonna do it. And it is one of the best experiences that I've ever had. One of the best and the hardest, but definitely worth it in the long run. So yeah, good luck to everyone, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye! Mwah.